One, and I'm going to call the meeting to order. Going to call the roll. Mr. Wiley,
Present.
Ms. Chambers,
Present.
Mr. Knight, Mr. Allen,
Present.
and Rufus Wells. Ms. Abernathy, we have a quorum, right? Okay, I think next thing is we got to say the Pledge of Allegiance. And the face of the flag. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Can I have a motion to approve the agenda?
This is Todd Ireland. I move to approve the agenda as written.
Second?
Second.
Okay, second by Mr. Wiley. It's been moved, and everybody in favor of it, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, agenda's approved. Approval of the minutes. Can I have a motion to approve the minutes from last meeting? Or are there any discrepancies that you've seen in the minutes? Any changes? Okay, with that being the case, can I have a motion to approve the minutes from last meeting?
I approve.
Mr. Wiley, approved. Need a second?
A second.
Ms. Chambers, second. Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, ayes have it. Minutes are approved. Item number 4, it is my distinct pleasure to welcome a new board member sitting to my left, Mr. Homer Knight. I can tell you that Homer is a man of distinction. We both live in Durham Lake, and we both served on the Property Owners Association, so I have a intimate knowledge of how hard he works to get things done. And believe me, he's going to be a great addition to the Development Authority. Anybody want to welcome Mr. Knight? Okay, well, everybody kind of knows Homer. He's all over the place. He's kind of a phenomenon here in Fairburn. Okay, Homer, you want to say a couple of words?
Well, I'm glad I served on other committees and just got tied up in some other things, and I'm glad to be back serving, working. I love the city, and I try to do everything I can to help it keep moving forward.
Okay, thank you very much. Item number 5, we are going to have a presentation from Jump Paradise. Yes, sir. You want to come up to the mic and state your name and tell us what you want to do?
Hey, how's everybody doing today?
Fine, thanks.
So I'm Teron Williams. I'm a military veteran. I served 10 years in Iraq, Afghanistan. I'm the owner of Super Top Bouncers. We are a large inflatable attraction company. So I decided to bring an indoor jump park to the city of Fairburn. I'm a resident of Fairburn, and that was one of my main goals, is to bring the attractions from outside to the inside. We're at the final stages now of the funding for the entire project, and we're about at the end, and we want to definitely, there's nothing to do in South Fulton, so I was, definitely excited to bring the Jump Indoor Paradise to the city of Fairburn.
Mm-hmm.
If I may, Chairman.
Sure.
Mr. Williams has participated in the last series of Third Friday events.
Oh.
The jumpers that you see on display at those events have been provided by Mr. Williams. They are custom-built inflatables. That is what distinguishes him maybe for some of the others. And what he proposes for the city of Fairburn is one of the largest indoor inflatable systems in the east. So nationwide, it would be the largest
Yes,
facility of its kind.
yes,
Okay.
that's correct. It'll be the largest, largest in the country of the custom designs that definitely not seen over the world, and we are definitely excited to bring it to the city of Fairburn. And we just ask for your support. We're about a month and a half out from final funding stages of the project, so we're definitely excited about it, and definitely excited to bring this entertainment to the city of Fairburn, all of South Fulton and Atlanta, surrounding counties.
Very good.
Another point, Mr. Williams is being very modest this evening. This is a part of a $69.5 million industry. His proposal will bring approximately 100 jobs to the area, and he is looking at partnerships with our area schools so that he will have recreational activities during the day, and then, of course, by evening, this would be something, a main attraction along the area that he's looking at is along Highway 74.
Okay.
Come on, man, lay it
Yes,
out.
There's a lot of excitement. We're looking to build about 35 to 40,000 square foot facility, so it's definitely a large scale project. It's going to be filled with. I'm doing a different spin on it. I know everybody might took their kids or grandkids to one of the locations like one of the jump parks like Urban Air or Sky Zone. But this is going to be a different spin on the whole entire industry. We're going to have animatronic dinosaurs, sky coaster, and some of the latest technology in the VR world space. So we're definitely excited about bringing this to city of Fairburn. 5-year resident, and definitely I'm looking forward to it.
Right. Where'd you come from? Did you move in from outside 5 years ago, or were you?
Yes, I was born and raised in Waynesboro, Georgia, small little town in Georgia. 2021, I recently finished my last tour in Iraq, and just excited about the idea of
Fantastic.
bringing this to the city.
Okay, and you're going to be looking for a letter of support from the authority here that we'll be voting on later?
Yes, sir.
Exactly, we're on 74.
Along the area of QT, the new tractor supply along that area, we're interested in some of the properties along
Okay.
in that area.
Questions?
I have a question.
Sure.
First of all, thanks for your service. Really appreciate that. For this, the proper name for it is inflatable, custom inflatable.
Yes, theme custom design inflatables. That's going to be the main attraction of the entire jump park. We're moving away from the old technology of just trampoline design jump parks, and we're bringing more of exciting designs of different types of theme inflatables across the board.
So you're familiar with Monkey Joe's?
Yes.
So is it similar to that, or?
Yes, it'll be similar, but on a larger scale. Our main indoor park that we already purchased already is a 15,000 square foot, one inflatable smart park that we already got on board and ready to go. That'll be the main attraction inside the 40,000 square foot facility.
So this is geared towards families, correct?
It's definitely geared towards families, events, anything. We're gonna have a lot of different attractions in there.
What about food and beverages? Because I just
Yes.
learned that Chuck E. Cheese serves beer, and I didn't know that.
Oh yes, we definitely have a basic menu for the kitchen. Yeah, we definitely gonna have a restaurant inside of it. Food and drinks. We haven't discussed doing any alcohol, but it'll definitely be towards family oriented.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Mr. Knight?
Yes. My question is that with all that traffic on 74, why did you choose that area, not branch off in a more exclusive area?
We chose that area. We like the access to the interstate. Just getting off the interstate is just right there. Coming from like Columbus, 85 north and south, we just like that area. It's a high traffic count area, you know.
High traffic count, for sure. Are you on 74 or you off on the one of side streets?
Yes, with the particular parcel we're looking at is behind QT.
Behind QT,
Yes,
okay.
with the storage facility at, with the car wash, Big Dan's Car Wash.
Okay, you got the rental space with the storage, it's right next to it, the storage place, storage lot,
Yes, sir.
okay.
Any other questions?
Where will your closest competitor be?
I think Noonan would be our closest competitor. It'll be one of the jump locations down there, urban area, and a couple more other jump parks. But this would be definitely something different to the industry with the designs and everything that we're going to have inside of it.
What are your hours?
They're going to be standard like every other jump park during the week. School hours would be 4 to 8, and the weekends, starting Friday, will be wide open from 3 o'clock all the way to 11 p.m. with all the birthday parties and so forth.
During the summer hours, do you adjust those hours?
Yes, summer hours when kids are out of school, we'll adjust back to normal regular hours.
Any other questions? Thank you very much, sir.
Hey, thank you for your time.
Okay. Ms. Abernathy, next agenda item is the facade grant program.
Good evening, board members. Over the next couple of meetings, we will be reviewing applications completed by downtown businesses who are interested in qualifying for the facade grant. The facade grant is a program that was approved by Mayor and City Council to provide up to $10,000 in grants to qualifying businesses to help with exterior improvements. The vision of the project is in keeping with Mayor and Council's vision to refresh, rebrand, and renew. And the purpose is to implement community transformation strategies in the way of bringing continuity to our downtown development and expansion. Fairburn's facade program restores economic vitality by enhancing exterior improvements. It brings greater investment. It has been proven in some of our sister cities and programs nationwide to enhance beautification and to spur not only more walkability and tourism attractions and people into the downtown area, but investments by potential developers. The desired outcome, of course, is design continuity. Also to spearhead redevelopment projects, and also implement green space design and some other activities that are proposed as identified in our LCI Downtown Master Plan. The application process, those who qualify for this grant must be within the Downtown Overlay District. This map shows the Downtown Overlay District. It also highlights some of the catalytic projects as defined by the LCI Downtown Update. Our scheduling in terms of implementation has changed slightly, which has been updated in the packet provided to you, but it is phased amongst 3 steps: recruitment of businesses, providing that information to our area businesses, providing applications for them, and this next phase will be reviewed by the Development Authority. The Development Authority, you all will look at these applications and approve those that you believe meet the criteria, the selection process. The grant program will provide incentives to property owners. Thus far, of the businesses that we spoke to, they are very excited. And the proposals that you will see during our next meeting range from new signage, some expansion of decks, others, it will be adding light features to their signs on their businesses, and some painting projects. In terms of eligibility, again, it's downtown residents, major renovation projects, improvements of $20,000 or greater. That portion, we will not include the Tier 1. Mayor and Council approved the selection or the threshold of $10,000. So these grants will be up to $10,000 in matching funds. Of course, the grant process, we have been conducting pre-submittal conferences where we meet with the business owner, go over their application, make sure that they are in keeping with the guidelines. They fill out the application, we review that process, and then the projects that we believe are meeting the criteria are going to be presented to you as the development board. Those are just, again, just overviews of the application award process. Are there any questions?
I have a question.
Yes.
If I'm the business and I submit my application, what's the process as far as after that? Do I have to wait? Do I pay up front, get my facade, or do I have to, you know what I mean? Am I being reimbursed, or what's the process with that?
So the process is a reimbursable process. So that is the reason for the provisions of the grants. The estimates. Once the business identifies, in one particular case, they identify the contractor, they have going ahead and scheduled or gotten the approval to begin their project, then we will reimburse up to $10,000. Our goal is to maximize their dollars. We want them to, like for dollar, we want them to match that. So if they spend $1, we spend $1. So a person that may have a project of $20,000 will only expend $10,000. Yes.
Ms. Nate?
So by the way, I dealt with this probably 8 years ago.
Awesome.
Nothing
Yes,
took
sir.
place.
Yes, sir.
Is this going reality? Okay. Is the grant strictly for those that already have business or new business coming into the city?
So that's a great question. If it's for brick and mortar, so those businesses who are within the downtown overlay that have buildings, it's for them. And that would be strictly the downtown overlay district.
Now, is this a payback grant or is this a full?
It is a reimbursable grant, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's the time period on it?
The time period until funds run out. So that's the hence, we are pretty much announcing and letting folks know that it is available. We're going to each business within the downtown overlay district to let them know it's available. And it will be available until the funds run out. Yep.
Mr. Allen?
Is that it? Yeah.
All right, if I'm the business owner, but I'm renting from the owner of the complex, the owner of the complex has to apply for it.
Another great question. If you are the tenant, you can apply. All you have to do is show proof of verification or affidavit saying that the property owner is in agreement with the improvements that you are proposing.
So you only need like a letter?
You just need a letter from the property owner. And of course, we'll go through the verification process because one of the applicants, that is the case. They are the tenant and they did get the go-ahead from the property owner. And one of the reasons we do that is because, again, it helps our downtown. So as long as the property owner is in agreement, we're fine with the tenant being the applicant.
Are we encouraging some property owners that need a facelift?
We are. We really are, yes.
All right. Very good. Any other questions? Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Okay, we've got 3 agenda items to report on. Ms. Abernathy, could you go over 5.1 with us? The resolution of the Development Authority, Fairburn authorizing inter alia the insurance of an aggregate principal amount not to exceed $62 million of Development Authority of Fairburn taxable revenue bonds.
Yes, sir. I have the resolutions number 83-7. This is a follow-up to South City Partners. We have been in discussion and the board approved a resolution for a tax abatement, and I'm going to go ahead and pass that out to you now. Excuse me. While you're reviewing, I would like to ask our attorney, Ms. Serena Knoll, to give an overview as to what you are reviewing the resolution.
Oops. Good evening, Board.
Good evening.
Actually, I would like to introduce to you Attorney Allison Dyer from Holland and Knight, and she'll be presenting to you regarding the documents
Okay.
that you'll actually be approving tonight.
Afternoon, evening. Thank you for having us. So I think what you have before you is your is the previous resolution where you entered into a memorandum of understanding with South City Partners, and Roscoe is here with South City Partners to talk to you more specifically about the project. If you have any of those questions. But before you today is what we call a bond resolution that approves the underlying, the legal documents that put into place the property tax abatement. We have to go through this kind of really tortured process in Georgia. You're all nodding, so good, okay. But that's what these documents are. Serena has reviewed and commented on your behalf. I prepared the documents. They're in form and substance identical to the previous projects that South City has done. And they would provide for the tax abatement in accordance with Fulton County's typical memorandum of agreement with the tax assessors. Any legal questions? If not, I can turn it over to Sean, who can tell you more about the project, if you'd like.
Was it always 62 million? Okay. All right.
Yeah, and that's we kind of sized that at about the acquisition, the land value plus their construction costs. Now the tax assessors will come in and value the property,
Right.
yeah, like they normally do.
Yes.
Okay.
I think we're good. Any questions?
I don't have any questions.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
for having us.
All right. Any questions on the project itself that you'd like to?
We've heard
Yeah.
pretty much all about it.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you.
I think that was quick. Right. Okay, I need a motion to, on the resolution for the bonds. There's no more discussion?
Yes, if there's no more discussion, your resolution, you'll be authorizing the issuance of the bonds in accordance to what's on your agenda. So that would be the motion.
Okay,
Motion to approve.
approve.
Yes.
Can I have a motion to approve 5.1 resolution?
Mr. Todd Ireland, I move to approve.
Okay, second.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Resolution is approved. And thank you. 5.2, resolution of the Development Authority of Fairburn authorizing an appointment of Mr. Dan McCray of Seifert Law Group, attorney of to be the attorney of the Fairburn Authority and of the Fairburn and Downtown Development Authority. Okay. He's going to be the attorney for both the Development Authority and Downtown Development. I'll just cut to the chase. Okay.
So this is an item, Chairman, that was brought before the Development Authority during our last meeting, as well as the resolution provided. The previous chair did sign on the document, but we were reminded by our council
Yes.
that we needed a full board. So I will defer to you, Ms. Knoll, as to, at this point, we have the signed resolution, but what do we need to do? Do we need to do a vote? Okay.
Reaffirm.
So it will, yeah.
Okay. All right. On
Do you
five.
want me to read the resolution in, or no, we don't?
You should.
Yeah.
So I'll read the resolution. The resolution of the Development Authority of Fairburn appointing counsel to the authority, whereas the Development Authority of Fairburn, the authority, is a public body, corporate and politic, and was created pursuant to the provisions of the Development Authority's law, codified in the Official Code of Georgia Annotated, Title 36, Chapter 62, the Act, which defines its powers and purposes and was activated pursuant to the Act by the resolution of the governing body of the City of Fairburn, Georgia, the city. And whereas the Act provides that the authority has the power to appoint its own attorney and to fix the compensation and pay the expenses of same, and whereas the authority has determined that it is the best interest of the authority and the citizens of the city for the authority to make such an appointment. Now therefore be it resolved by the members of the Development Authority of Fairburn as follows. The recitals above are part of this resolution and are hereby incorporated herein by reference. The authority hereby appoints as its counsel Daniel M. McRae and his firm Seyfarth Shaw, LLP, Atlanta, Georgia. The scope of the appointment includes acting as the general counsel, and if the authority should issue any revenue bonds, as the issuer's counsel and its bond counsel. If the authority authorizes an issuance of its revenue bonds or another type of transaction, the authority expects the other party to such a transaction to be responsible for payment of the fees and expenses of authority counsel. In other cases, approval by the authority is necessary before the authority will have any responsibility to pay such authority counsel fees and expenses. The chairman of the authority is authorized to provide to its counsel a letter confirming such appointment. This resolution shall become effective upon its adoption, duly adopted this day, the 23rd day of August 2023. Development Authority of Fairburn.
Yes, ma'am.
Now make a motion.
Okay. Can I have a motion to approve 5.2 resolution for the attorney?
I make a motion.
Mr. Wiley's motion, second.
Second.
Mr. Knight, second. All in favor? Say aye.
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 Opposed? Okay, ayes have it. It's approved. Do I have to sign that tonight
You
before
don't
I
have to
leave?
sign it tonight, but I will get it for your signature.
Okay, very good. And finally, we have Resolution 5.3 for Mr. Williams and Jump Paradise. And it's to approve a letter of support for the proposed Jump Paradise. We've heard from Mr. Williams. Any discussion? Okay, no discussion. We're ready to call a vote. All those in favor of approving the letter of support, should I read the
Point
letter
of
of support?
clarification.
Pardon?
We need to make a motion.
Yeah.
Yes, you should read
I
it.
should read the letter of
Yes, for
support.
the record.
Okay, for the record. August 23rd, letter of support to whom it may concern. I am writing to express my support for Mr. Theron Williams and the Jump Paradise project as proposed for development within the city of Fairburn, providing family entertainment and programs within our city is a priority in enhancing our community's growth. Mr. Williams has been an active business owner within our city, participating in citywide events such as our Third Fridays on Main Street. His indoor and outdoor recreation concept will be an enhancement and provide a major destination. As the chair of the Development Authority of Fairburn, I fully support the Jump Paradise indoor inflatable attraction. I am confident that the proposed initiative will help to create a more vibrant and accessible family attraction within our city. Thank you for considering this vital project. Sincerely, Rufus Wells, Chair. Can I have a motion to approve the letter?
Motion.
Mr. Wiley, second.
Ms. Todd Ireland, I second that motion.
Mr. Ireland, it's been motioned and seconded. All in favor of approvals, say aye.
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 Okay, opposed? Ayes have it. I'll sign this and you're going to have it at the end of the meeting here, okay? Seems like we're at that point in the meeting where I need, well, there's one more item. It's not on the agenda, but one of the, it's just kind of a discussion item. One of the board members has asked, do we get business cards?
Yes.
Okay.
So we can place that order. I will contact or send a template for everyone's approval, and then we'll have those ordered immediately.
Okay, and just kind of housekeeping, we don't have a vice chair.
That's a great point. Ms. Knoll?
The board can vote for a vice chair. So
Okay. Do we have to amend it, add it to the agenda, or you want to do it next meeting?
I would say that wait until the next meeting, add it to the agenda, and then vote on it at the next meeting.
Okay. Good, thank you.
We'll add it for next meeting.
Any comments before I call the question? Or ask for someone to make a motion?
I do have a thing too. Can we start only using our DDA email addresses?
Yes, so everyone has, and I know that it was kind of lost in translations and emails, so we will reissue the email addresses
Okay.
and make sure everyone is using those.
Perfect.
Okay, very good. And there was one more.
I just got
One more. Sure, Ms. Knight.
We begin the agenda and information earlier than the day of?
Yes, sir. Typically, we send it out at least 2 weeks, but we'll make sure that you have, there was one thing we were waiting on, an item, so typically you'll get that prior to.
That's exactly what I was trying to grab out of cyberspace. Okay, if there's nothing else, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Everybody jump at once now.
So moved.
Mr. Island, second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Let's have it. Thank you.